Hey, welcome back. Welcome in. If you are new to the channel and or you are returning, I will be your host for tonight's radio programming. Kidding, it's a general tarot reading. Please, if you're going to click off, make sure you click off because the message doesn't fit you. Speaking of that, if you do not want to hear me talk, because I am going to talk about some astrology because some major shit's been going on and is going to continue to go on, skip ahead by going down into the description box and looking for the timestamps. Just tap on whichever one you want and it will take you to the oracle or the tarot. And I'm even going to put one for the astrology, which is what I'm about to get into. That being said, for those that are still listening, I'm not going to ask you to thumbs up anything, heart anything, or subscribe. I told you that. But I am going to ask that you please leave a comment and let me know when something resonates with you, because people, I want to know. You think I'm doing this just because I'm like the kindest hearted person of life. I mean, I kind of am really caring and knowing and wanting to share and help people. Yes. But I'm also nosy and I need you to tell me. I need you to tell me what's going on in your life when something resonates. And, you know, what's funny is some of you do it on the shorts. So I guess I'm going to have to do a freaking astrology short. Good luck with that, because we both know that I talk a lot. But maybe I'll do something in there. That's housekeeping. Is there anything else? Yes. Sorry I have not been doing reads as frequently as I started off doing them. I did tell you in the beginning that I wasn't even sure I was going to do anything more than once a week. So in all fairness to me, but then I started doing kind of dailies, and sometimes there was 2 in one day. It's not that I don't love you. It's not that I don't love doing this. It's not that I don't do personal readings for myself and even friends on a daily. It is, my life is also human, and there are things that take place. And I have to find the balance between work, personal, and then the hobbies, and then the passions, and then the things that I feel really drawn to. This is not my actual job. Although one day, maybe it would be fun if this could be my job all day, every day. I'm just not there yet. And I mean that energetically for me. I'm just saying. This takes a lot for me. For the readers out there that are absolutely amazing, my all-time favorite goats, the greatest of all time, that do this day in and day out, and not just general readings, but for every sign, I tip my hat to thee. I really do, because energetically speaking, sometimes it's a lot. Anyway, that being said, I'm not asking you to feel sorry for me. I am saying, please give me some grace, because I absolutely care and want you to get something out of these readings. You've come to this channel because you need guidance, and so we're going to get into that. But also remember that I too am human, and this is intuitive reading, and this is real. This is me listening to energy, and there are things that come through sometimes that, but it's also general, you know, so I don't know who I'm talking to, and I want you to comment full circle. All right. And you're probably not going to do it because I've been asking you to comment since I started this channel in November. I'll stop whining eventually, maybe. Okay. So that being said, astrology time. I want you to know that this has been a very, very emotional week. You're probably feeling it. I mean, I hope I'm not alone. I don't think I'm alone. But it's been strong. Now, that being said, it's been strong for a minute because February is real. The things happening in the universe. Whew, it's been one thing after another. But if you've been feeling reality is shifting and your emotions are on high alert, just know you are not alone. Okay? We are standing in the middle of a massive surge of energy right now. On February 28th, so what's that? 7 days? Because what I did not say at the beginning of this video is it is February 21st. First, so I don't know why I said that. 21st, 2026. But on the 28th, so in 7 days, we have a 6-planet parade. Saturn, Neptune, Mercury, Mars, Venus, and Jupiter are all lining up to offer us a insane cosmic download. So what does that mean? What are the planets actually doing? Okay, so you have Saturn and Neptune. They're the big ones, as I've been talking about for like, I don't know how long, weeks, a month, years. They're going to be doing the heavy hitting, or really heavy lifting, if you allow them. Saturn is crystallizing all your goals and building structure around them. Neptune is dissolving all your old illusions and opening up your intuition. Then you have Mars and Venus, of course. Your passion, drive, relationships, and getting a total value. I mean, like total values reset in these areas, okay? And then Jupiter. This is your expansion. It's bringing luck, of course. It's Jupiter, and it's bringing growth to the new areas that you step into, assuming you take this gift, okay? Then you have Mercury, which is providing the intellect and the communication tools, which is how you're going to share your spiritual views. Hello. Maybe it's YouTube. Maybe it's some other social media. I don't know. Maybe it's just in conversation with everybody that you know. But it's about to change if you allow it. The warning, and the reason why I keep saying if you allow it, is don't miss this opportunity. Do not miss this gift. It will not be a punishment if you do, but there are, of course, consequences if you stay stuck in your karmic cycle. And every cycle we're in is a karmic cycle, right? Okay. So let's say you miss your exit. What does that look like? This is why, and I'm saying it because I want you to take it serious. You know, you're on the highway. There's an exit you're supposed to get off on. You don't take it. This lineup is your exit, right? Okay. Let's say you don't take it. Let's say you miss it. Let's say you don't do the work. Okay. You've got restlessness and anxiety. For those of you who already live with that, multiply it. You feel stuck in your life, a life that you're looking around and you're like, I no longer fit this. This is not the life that I wanted. But now you're stuck because you didn't do the work. It's your sign. What's coming in this parade? That means if you're feeling all those things, you've missed the exit. Okay? So if you don't take it, if you don't take the opportunity of what all these planets are getting ready to offer you, and you might start feeling this stuff now, things that are coming onto your path, right? If you don't take the opportunity, then all your goals or wherever your destination was when you were going to get off on that exit off the highway, they're going to be a little bit harder to get to, maybe like twice as hard. And you don't want that. It could even mean like years of being stuck in the same pattern. I'll get into it, maybe. Okay, so anyway, check the boxes then, right? So you've got the universe that's giving you this vision through Neptune and your luck through Jupiter. But then you need to provide the structure with Saturn. Saturn is doing that with you. Saturn tells the story of how. Here's your structure. It's laid out for you. You've done all this healing work. You've done all your inner work. Now you've got the map to do the things. So you have to do like the hammering of the nails. Stop just talking about it. Whatever it is, whatever the change is, and you actually have to fucking do it. Yeah, I'm going to be dropping some bombs tonight. I'm not going to be nice in my language because I feel like this is what's necessary. I've needed it. If I've needed it, and I'm doing deep dives and I'm doing deep readings and talk about the spirit talking and intuition on, I don't know, something. It's been a lot, okay? So I'm just going to be as honest with you as I would want someone to be with me. That being said, you have this blank slate that just took place too yesterday. 0 degrees, Saturn, Neptune conjunction. There's a reason why I have waited for this reading. I don't need to do things beforehand. What we need to do, I mean, I've been doing that and I'm about to do that now with this planetary parade that I just talked about. But what we need to do is we need to kind of go back sometimes and check, did you do the things? Because if you're like me You're not just listening to me. You're not just coming to my channel. You're going to other people. So you're hearing about all this stuff already. You've got astrologers. If you don't have your astrologers and you don't have your other readers, go to the subscriptions tab, get some more. I am not the end all be all. And the messages that come through me are for specific people. I can't be this person for every person on the planet. I can just be one of the people that helps. We're all helpers. We're all healers in that sense, right? We're going to own it, and that's how we're going to rock with it. But not perfect and not all-seeing, all-knowing. That's not what this is. Anyway, okay. So, 0 degrees, Saturn, Neptune conjunction yesterday. That was the world creation, Aries point, 0 degrees conjunction. That happened yesterday, and it's a big deal. And you have some time to use it still, okay? Like, it happened, and it doesn't mean like, boom, everything that's going to change happened in that second. That's not how this works. We're in the 3D. We're in real life, okay? But in astrology, you need to understand a couple of things. So 0 degrees in the Aries is the alpha point of the entire zodiac. It is the degree of pure manifestation. Saturn is the reality, the narrator, the storyteller, meeting Neptune, which is your dreams. At this exact degree, meant that we are literally seeding a new 36-year cycle. Yeah, 36 years for those of us that are already at a certain age. Oh God. But it's not bad. It can just feel scary. It's big, right? And it's called a blank slate because it's the transition from the end of the zodiac, Pisces, right, to the absolute beginning, Aries. So how long is the energy good for? Great question. Even though the exact conjunction was yesterday, you have not missed the opportunity. Again, another gift. So here's your timeline. The immediate window, the parade, this energy is going to be the hyper intensified energy through the 28th, not on the 28th. Like it's happening, right? This is the immediate window because the planets are starting to line up. You just had this conjunction. The planets are starting to line up. This is your peak action window to set things in motion. So whatever you need to get done, starting it yesterday, today, fantastic. List, checks, whatever. Yes. Then you have what's called the orb period. That's the next few weeks. The two planets themselves, Neptune and Saturn and Neptune, they move slowly. The conjunction energy remains highly potent as long as they are within a few degrees of each other, which lasts through March. Okay, through March. So use this. There's other things that are going to be happening. We'll talk about them from time to time, or you can go look at your astrologers. But either way, use the energy. Don't miss the damn exit, okay? Then you have the long-term seed. Because this starts a 36-year cycle, the structure that you're building right now, this month, the end of February into March, this sets the foundation for the next 3 decades. Yeah, it's that serious. That's what's been going on. So I ask you again, feeling emotional? Feeling reality shifting a little bit? Because I know I have. I mean, you can probably hear it in my voice. It's a little manic. I've been, especially the last 2 days, the most emotional I've been, I think, in months. It's heavy. I missed that completely. It's heavy. And that solar eclipse that happened, which was just about allowing the energy and whatever gifts that the universe is going to bestow upon you to just come in. For those of us that have a little bit of issue with control, or some of that anxiety and stuff, that I was talking about. Yeah, this is important. It's impacting, but you got to use it. Don't just let it slide by you. That's insanity. You know, that's, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. No, you ride the damn horse. That's actually not the end of that saying. For those that don't know what I'm talking about, it's an old saying, and it's probably, I hope it's not a bad one. And if it is, I apologize, but it's one that I have understood to mean that when a gift is offered to you, don't take it for granted. Don't look in, and that's, you know, Don't look too closely at it. Take the gift. I don't know. That's how I interpret it. Anyway, now we're going to get into the oracle. 15 minutes in. Boy, loving all that is. I like that a lot. We'll see what's going to come out and guide this reading. Yes? Spirit, we're asking for one card, one oracle here to help guide us, to help guide this reading. What it is, the most important messages that we should be paying attention to, the messages that you want us to receive, the messages we're allowed to receive. And we have Dance of the Planets. That's fucking hilarious. You can't make this up. Wow. Is there... That's lovely. I don't even know what thing means at this point, but just what we're talking about for that card to come out, fan-freaking-tastic. I love Spirit. The number's 56, by the way. And oh, what's that? A fucking 11. Yep, I'm dropping all the bombs. I told you. I'm not playing tonight. Dance of the Planets. There are forces larger than your own personal destiny at work in your life now. Although they are not inharmonious to you, you may feel as though you are being blocked from, or on the other hand, rocketed towards the heavens on a roll that nothing can derail. Either way, the planets are dancing as they will, and there is an effect upon your destiny. It was meant to be at this time. From rising, there will be a gentle rest to recover before rising again. And from restraint, there will be propulsion into greater stratospheres. All things in time, according to the wisdom of the greater cycles. It is okay to trust in the cosmic cycles and divine timing. After all, what point is there to rush to the bus stop if the bus doesn't depart until tomorrow? And what point is there to hold back if you are ready and set to go? Trust in the timing and rhythm of your life now, especially if it seems out of your control. That is the dance of the planets happening through you. The oracle brings a message. Pray that the planetary forces funnel blessings of grace and unconditional love, mercy, and joy to you now. That their movements through your life may happen in such a way that you can make the most of it. These are the times when big shifts are possible, supported by cosmic movements. So pray for grace and then enjoy the ride. And I'll be damned if that is not exactly what we were just talking about. And we need to give that a moment. Astrological, spiritual confirmation. I got a little chills. That being said, let's do your tarot. Y'all, I just dropped a card in my tea. You didn't see it because it was off camera. I'm going to drink a little bit of that as I figure out what cards are we going to use, people. I think, I don't want those. Do we want to stay with the Abyss cards? I really need y'all to start telling me which cards you like the most of. Or do we want to use different ones? Do we want to use Light Seer? I feel like... You know what? Let's use, y'all know I love my other cards. Let's do Light Seer and the Grand Lux. I think that's the best way to go tonight. I need some tea. You can hear my voice going. I've been doing a lot of talking today. Excuse me. God, that's probably a loud swallow. You'll be all right. All right. Let's pack a box. I'm going to put this card here, I think. Actually, I'm going to do it right at the top. You can't see it. I know. We're going to figure out something one day, how this is going to look different. Oh, let's shuffle these on here. Not quite as loud. This is the Grand Lux. There's a little bit of dreamy element to both of these cards, and I think since this is a time where you are meant to bring your dreams into reality, and it's happening in some ways, and not all dreams are pleasant, right? It's another reason why you need to do the work. Can't be rainbows and sunshines all the time. But you can set yourself up for success. That's a good dream coming into the 3D. A setup for success. Maybe that's your title. Dance of the planets. The planets are dancing and you have a setup for success on the horizon. Yes? I don't know. How do you feel about that? I'm going to find a pen, perhaps. Maybe. Didn't I just have one? What the heck am I doing with my life? Oh, there it is. Planets are aligning. And you are being set up for success. That's right. It's a behind the scenes look of how some of these things happen. We'll see. I don't know if that's going to stick because something else might come through, right? But anyway, dreams coming into reality. Big stuff. So we're going to use some dreamy cards. See what message comes out. Whoa. I think that was it. Spirit, what is the message that needs to come out? Who is this reading for? Who is this reading for? What is going on? Oh, it's for the Queen of Swords. Air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We're in the age of Aquarius, and this is the Queen. So this could be about some major Aquarian energy, or this could be you sitting in your truth. This just could be the role that you're playing right now. And you're not going to take any bullshit. If it's not the truth, you don't want it. But you see, you also have this, you see that? Sorry, glare. See that peacock? That peacock. The feathers are expanding and saying, look at me, don't you want me? And she's like, if it's the truth, absolutely. You're beautiful, but what else do you have to offer? There's something else to that. So the reading person that needs this message, Queen of Swords, what about her? Not feeling so great in your Eight of Swords. The worry about the balance, perhaps worried about your finances, literally. Saving money, you have the Eight of Swords. So the Queen of Swords to the Eight of Swords. And then the Six of Pentacles. And what does it look like for you? This is an opportunity for you to make something different here happen. With the planets happening. You're worrying about the balance. You're worrying about minor arcana, by the way, for justice. So it could be something legal, but like a small thing. Perhaps a ticket. You're worried about how to pay for it. I said perhaps a ticket and there's a cherry. So whoever this, I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you, I promise. Whoever this message is for, maybe you just had a traffic thing. Maybe you're having a traffic thing. Maybe it's a car thing. If you're worried about saving up for a car, if you're worried about a repair. If you're worried about reciprocity, and I'm saying this because I saw Six of Cups here, but if you're worried about reciprocity and only taking the truth, stick to that. Okay? That's your forward momentum. And this is fast. You see that? This is fast forward momentum. The horses are going crazy there. Don't look. That's not funny. It can go so fast that you may need to look at things a little differently. It can go so fast that you may end up in this hangman position where you're like, wait a minute, where the hell am I going? Okay. But if it's something about a traffic thing or a car thing specifically, I'm hearing look around more. Wait. Do not just take the first offer. Or do not. If there was something like if you have the opportunity to appeal something, or if you have the opportunity, why am I saying it. If you have the opportunity to appeal something and or defer, no, defer is not the right word, continue something, like if this is a court thing, then do that, okay? But for those where this is not about, oh, don't make an emotional purchase, that could also be it. And if you're trying to save money for someone's first car, oh my God, there's a lot of threads here. You're going to, but know that it doesn't have to be at a certain date that you do this. It doesn't like if they turn 16 today and you're like, I really want to give them that 16, you know, that car for their sweet 16. Yeah, you don't need to worry about that. You can have the conversation. It means just as much to know that it's coming. And I feel like a parent needs to hear that. That's really weird for me to get that, but I just want you to hear it. Having the conversation is just as important, and it means just as much to know that it's coming. Not having the conversation, even though you have that intention, oh my God, it's so funny. It's like this white space kind of thing. I'm saying it's funny because this is something that my partner and I use all the time. And you don't want to stay in the white space. And that's not healthy. All right. I'm gonna need spirit to. And if this is for the Queen of Swords who's going through that, and you're the one that has to take the reins, you're the one, you know, like if you're the matriarch of your dynamic, whatever your dynamic is for you, there's a request to soften. You need to soften a little bit, okay? But if you're worried about something else that comes from traveling and worried about your kids, you're being asked to look at it differently. Traveling and kids, you're being asked to look at it differently. Perhaps, well, we'll see. I have a hair, sorry. So annoying. You're being asked to look at it differently. You're being asked to look back to something in your childhood, okay? Maybe, don't get stuck there. You've got the Devil and the Ten of Pentacles. Don't get stuck in that cycle. Do not get stuck in don't be cheap. Oh, that's what I just heard. Don't be cheap. There's something about being greedy. I mean, that's like, hold on, let me hide this because you can, but that's a really like easy message right there. You don't need to be a card reader for this one, okay? But don't be greedy. There's also something about Capricorn is about tangible, taking action. So you are going to have to do that. I really feel strongly this is about somebody saving money versus spending money. And when it comes to saving money versus spending, it's something specific with travel and what makes the most sense. And you're being asked to be a little bit more free with this. Okay, the Six of Cups. You need to be a little more free with this, a little more soft. There's some childlike energy here. The Queen of Swords is not very good at being childlike. Okay, that's okay. We get it, especially if that's the dynamic. If you're the matriarch and you're dynamic, but the planets are setting themselves up so that you can make this dream a reality and you can worry a little less than you were told to. There's the Six of Wands. There's the Three. There you go. There's a victory here. If this is about travel, I think you're being urged strongly to take that trip. If this is a matter of spending the money or not spending the money, okay? If this is a matter of timing, Pentacles also equal time. It's time. Yeah, there's the path. The gate is open. You must step through it. Else you get left behind. And that is not where you're wanting. Four of Swords. Rest. Dreams. Look at that. Dreams. You have to go forward towards your dreams. This is the time. This is the opportunity. Seven of Wands to the Page of Swords. Fighting versus cautiously, optimistically moving forward. Don't block your dreams. The Page of Swords is like also the Ace of Swords. This is a new opportunity. It's a yes card. It's a go on card. Protection. Yeah, look, there's the Fool. Can't make it up. Yes, go forward. Follow this path. You've been on it. Go into the new reality. Queen of Cups, and there it is. From the Queen of Swords to the Queen of Cups. Heart center. That's your Fool's journey. That's your Fool's path. From a place of love and heart. And that's your 10 of Swords, your ending of pain, to your 9 of Pentacles. Everything that you've asked for and wanted right there. It may be an ending, but it leads to financial independence. It leads to, it's an ending of one thing, closing of one cycle, and going into, it's not even about financial, that's for one person. This financial thing, or not one person, but that's one storyline. That financial independence. It's also about knowing that you are safe and you have everything that you need. You have everything that you need. Everything. I want a few more cards here. Anything else from this deck before we clarify? Yeah, you know that. That's an intuitive message for somebody who didn't need it. You already know that. This 2 of Swords a lot of times can be seen as blocking, or it can be seen as even trusting the universe. This is knowing that path, that 2 of Wands. Here's your 2 of Swords. Follow your intuition. Your heart is leading the way. You're being led to heart for some of you. That is exactly. You're coming from a place of Swords. You're coming from a place of worry about the imbalance, potentially imbalancing situation. Some of you are letting ego keep you trapped in a situation about finances. Oh, yeah, don't do that. Take the win. The win is taking the path forward. The win is following your dreams. Okay? So for whoever needs that message, if it's your ego that's keeping you in a situation, you better do the work now and take the gift that's coming from this planetary alignment, this parade that's coming in. Get the hell out of Dodge, whatever that means for you. Take the path forward that leads you to your dreams, because stop fighting that. In fact, protect it. Fight for it. Be that Page of Swords. Be that kind of naive, young, trusting. You might be cautious. You can be cautious and still be trusting, like you're doing it anyway. You're trusting that the universe has your back. That is the Fool's journey. Either to the Queen of Cups, or from Heart Center, which ends the pain. And it is Queen of Cups to the 10 of Swords. That is like pain, but you're done with that, into the 9 of Pentacles if you take this path. Trust your intuition. Anything else from this deck, Spirit? From the 5 of Cups to the Strength card. The courage and the strength to do it anyway. There's the mourning of the things that didn't work out, and there's those 2 of Cups. You've got to see it for what it is. It's what you're doing it for. Stop holding yourself back. Let your ego die. That's how you win. That's how you win. In this case, yeah, there's your Tower. Can't make it up. I'm taking it. And there's your Ace of Cups. And on the bottom, you're fighting for that. Empress card. Brokenhearted, healing world. Yeah. From the Empress to the 3 of Swords to the World card. That's your healing moment. Don't believe me? Watch what comes out. Watch what comes out. How many repeats do you think we'll get? I think we're going to get more major arcana. Not only is it going to confirm, I mean, you got the Chariot, you got the Devil, you got the Fool, you got the Hangman. I'm sorry. So these are things that are saying pay attention. Your majors are pay attention, right? Fast moving. All right, so we know who it's for. The Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords. What are they dealing with? Who are they dealing with? What's it? Ten of Swords. That's what they're dealing with. The ending. Okay. An ending to pain. Wow. Yes. Finding the healing to that pain. Been a rough journey for whoever this message is for. You're finding the balance, finding the center. And there's your Nine of Cups. Finding your balance, finding your center. That's your joy. That's your peace. All the things that you wanted. You're manifesting. Can't make it up. The Star. You've been manifesting. You've been praying. Knight of Swords, fast movement. And there's the Justice. So you have the Six of Pentacles. Knight of Swords right here. Quick movement. And then you have the Major to support that. Justice. This is about balance. As above, so below. This is about understanding, accepting. And there's your Six of Swords moving into calmer waters, closer to the shore. I mean, you're right there in this one. You're right there at the shore. Right there. You're being guided divinely, so I would say, even if that is a minor. Five of Wands. It has been an uphill battle. For that Queen of Cups. There she is again. She's going through the change, the major change, the uphill battle, the fight of her life, the Five of Pentacles feeling out in the cold. This is the pain, the Nine of Swords. This is the transformation, the Death card. Page of Cups is taking the opportunity when it arises. You're worried. You're staying up at night over this. How do you support yourself? Now we're getting into your details. How do you support yourself? Ideas are flowing. This is coming from heart center. That's your transformation. Also, you're supposed to have some trust in the process here. Trust in the process that communication that's coming in. What's being told to you? What's being told to you is important. If you're being told, and there's the World card and the Queen of Wands. If you're being told it's going to be okay, you need to believe that. Don't take away from your faith. Whatever that means for you, don't take away from your faith. You are capable. You are strong. You can absolutely do this. This is walking towards that Nine of Cups. You can absolutely do this. Whatever it is, you can do this. Anything else? Well, that's all. There's the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, whatever it is, you can do this. And it's big. There's your Jupiter. It's big. It is a big moment. A big moment. A big decision, yes. But it is one that takes your dreams into reality. This is your luck. Walk towards it. Walk the path. That Eight of Cups, there's your Sun card. And there's your King of Pentacles. Minor for the Emperor as well. Here comes the sun.